Hello and welcome to another Exotic Critique. I'm your host DK, and today we have a special review of the Vex Mythoclast to celebrate 100 plus subscribers. Thank you for everyone who's watched my videos. Before the review, I'd like to go over how I obtained this weapon. In short, you have to complete the raid on hard difficulty. I did this by pushing Atheon off the platform as a Warlock Sunsinger, but starting next week this method will be patched and will no longer be viable. Now for the actual review. First off, this review covers the post-patch version of this weapon and will focus more on PvP due to the buffs to this weapon's PvE potential coming in the near future. Before the patch, I must agree, the gun was way overpowered. In the first game using this weapon, I was able to completely obliterate the opposing team with little effort. With that said, the post-patch Vex is no longer that monster, but it's still a very viable weapon, and there will be more of that later in the review. First up, we have two standard abilities, Timeless Mythoclast and Solar Damage. Timeless Mythoclast just says this weapon has no charge time, it fires a single bolt with each trigger pull. I must also add this weapon is actually fully automatic. Next section is Ballistic Types. We got Aggressive Ballistics, more predictable recoil, enhanced impact, short range, and more recoil. Linear Compensator, more predictable recoil, slight boost to range and impact, and more recoil. And then we got my preferred pick, the Smart Drift Control, predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to range. I really favor stability, so Smart Drift Control was a primary option, and to follow up with the importance of stability, the next perk, Zen Moment, further increases your ability to remain on target, which is now the gun's best feature and not its power per se. To make the most of this laser-like recoil though, I recommend highly the Enhanced Battery Modifier, this gives you 56 rounds in the magazine. Compared to the other two modifiers, Battery Pack I felt had the most beneficial effect, allowing you to take on multiple threats with no reloads to threaten your survivability. The other two being Send It, which is increased range and accuracy, and Lightweight, which grants your character +2 agility. I've tried the two, I have not really seen much of a difference, so I performed a lot better with a larger magazine size. The final upgrade is Crowd Control, which further allows you to handle multiple enemies by granting bonus damage for each kill. With stability, a large ammo capacity, and steadily increasing damage output, the Vex Mythoclast is still a very good weapon despite the major nerfs applied to it. In conclusion though, no gun is perfect, and the Vex Mythoclast is no exception to this. My critique would be this weapon lacks range and is not as effective as shotguns in close quarters as well. In my experience, this gun is almost purely mid-range. Also, its damage output is on the low side, requiring a hail of gunfire to take out multiple opponents, or just any opponent in general. This is why I recommend the enhanced magazine size and stability to ensure as many rounds hit their mark as possible. My recommended playstyle would be to play to your strengths when it comes to your other weapons, mainly your secondary weapons. The Mythoclast covers mid, but you are left dead in the water with this weapon alone. By playing to your secondary strengths, whether it be close range shoddy or keeping your distance with snipers, it fills such a huge gap that the Mythoclast can't cover. But with that aside, this is probably the best weapon in the mid-tier range that I have noticed. I have not been outgunned in this particular zone of conflict, and truly this is where I find most of my battles anyways. In conclusion, this weapon may not be the overpowered monster it was, but is still a force to be reckoned with, even against top tier weapons such as the infamous Suros regime. So that is my review of the Vex Mythoclast. A casual loop within a weapon's mechanism, suggesting that the firing process somehow binds time and space into a casual loop within the weapon's mechanism. Okay, you got it. So thanks again for watching, guys. I tried to make this video a little shorter, so tell me what you think. Still, do you like the shorter format, the longer format? Let me know how I'm doing, you know. I accept criticism pretty well. I feel it helps me improve, I hope. So yeah, thanks again for watching and have a great day. And also, hope everyone can get their hands on this gun. It is awesome!